Stadium. The umpires for tonight's game are in the field, Dan Roberts, and behind home plate, Chris Castro. Give him a hand. That's pretty good. You're a generous crowd. For your own personal safety, the safety of all is around you.
Well, hello once again, baseball fans in Annex, wherever you may be. It's time again for Pickles Baseball. Hurry, hurry, step right up. It's Pickles State Fair this weekend at Walker Stadium, presented by Foster Outdoor. This is shaping up to be one of the most in-depth promotions of the year, and we'll try and bring you as much of the fun as we can all weekend long. It's also another Rockin' the Walk Friday, because what would a state fair be without some live music, courtesy of Baby Tooth? I'm Mike Chex, working alongside Gary, Crow, Ian, Mo, Malachi, Lily, and Sam, along with many others, and we will be bringing you all of the action tonight and for the rest of the 2023 season. Also joining us in the booth tonight is the broadcast announcer for the Bend Elks, Blake Neiman. Absolutely beautiful night out for baseball here at Walker Stadium. The organization has outdone itself. There is a mechanical bull to ride down along the right field fence. There are carnival games all along the left field foul area, along the left field berm. We have probably half a dozen or more different food specials, including, I'm told, a deep-fried Twinkie, deep-fried Snickers. I've heard rumors of mini corn dogs, and I've also heard rumors of petable goats somewhere here at the stadium. I don't know. For more on today's theme and the introduction of our ball game, we're going to send it down to our public address announcers, the talented and funny Jeremiah Coughlin and the incomparable Joe Simons.
Field is your on-field host, Jeremiah Coughlin. Tonight is Game 20 of the 2023 regular season that'll be played at Walker Stadium this summer, and it's the start of Portland Pickles State Fair Weekend. It's also Rockin' the Walk, presented by Foster Outdoor. Do you remember walking the Midway as a kid, full of funnel cakes and cotton candy? Live out your favorite memories of your childhood trips to the State Fair with funny competitions, farm animals, and everything deep fried on a stick. Make sure you head on down to the left field and right field berm for many different types of games and the mechanical bull. Game tickets are for sale in front of the left field berm. Mr. Coughlin, do we have our ceremonial first pitcher in place?
Working on it.
Efforting.
I'll be right back with you.
Sure. Anyone catch that Summer League game this afternoon the Blazers played?
Did they win?
They lost by 1. And Scoot got dinged up.
Scoot got hurt already?
He played great in the first quarter. Like electric.
Typical.
I think it's non-serious.
All right.
No, he's fine. It's a good pick. It was the right
Okay.
decision.
Oh, yeah, we're ready, Joe.
We're locked
ready.
and loaded?
Got a page.
All right.
He's got a big poppy hat on. I like this guy already.
Our ceremonial first pitch tonight is going to be thrown by Jim Barton. Hey, encourage Jim. Come on, our first pitch is going to be thrown out by Big Jim Barton.
We got Kyler Stancato, big 1-6 coming out. Let's hear for Kyler and Jim, everybody. Friday night at Walker Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have swung at that. I'd have swung at
That's
it.
a junk ball. Yeah.
I would have ripped it.
One more round of applause for Big Jim Barton. It is now time to meet the starters for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Bend Elks, leading off and playing right field from Seattle U, number 27, Hunter Komine. Batting second, playing second from Southwestern Oregon Community College, number 8, Cody Watanabe. Batting third and playing center, number 6, Ruben Cedillo. Batting cleanup, the catcher from USC, number 35, Luca DePaulo. Batting fifth and playing first from Utah, number 34, Ethan Thomas. Batting sixth for Ben and playing left from University of Portland, number 15, Justin Zucata. Batting seventh, the designated hitter from USC, number 4, Ty Silva. Batting eighth for Bend, the third baseman from Oklahoma, number 14, Avery Ortiz. And batting ninth, the shortstop from Linfield, number 25, Jake Hoskins. Starting on the mound, number 22, Caden Hogan. The Elks are managed by Joey Wong. Walker Stadium, are you ready to meet your Pickles?
I'm ready.
Leading off and playing left from Cal State Fullerton, number 36, Draven Nushida. Batting second and playing right from University of Hawaii, number 14, Zage Lancaster.
Yeah.
Batting third, the designated hitter from St. Mary's, number 1, Dalton Mayshore. Batting cleanup and patrolling the hot corner from University of Nevada, number 44, Jesse Pierce. Woo. Batting fifth is your shortstop from University of Pacific, number 6, Jack Metcho. Batting sixth and playing second from Long Beach State, number 10, Armando Briseño. Batting seventh and playing first from University of Hawaii, number 31, Kevin Ferguson. Batting eighth, your man behind the plate from University of Hawaii, number 11, Blake Haraki. Batting ninth and patrolling center field from Cal State Bakersfield, number 16, Kyler Stancato. And starting on the mound for your picks from Wazoo, number 50, Leah Miller. Woo. The Pickles are coached by Griffin Williams, Brian Grant, and Jordan Barkus. The associate head coach of the Picks is Jim Hopple. The manager is Mark Mags Magdaleno. Walker Stadium, we're going to try something we've never tried before. At this time, we ask that if you are able to please stand, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the flag in left field, and we're going to try to sing the Star-Spangled Banner together. On the count of 3, we're going to try this, okay, Walker Stadium? We can do it.
We can.
1, 2, 3. Pretty good, Walker Stadium. Pretty good.
Did you hear the professionally trained singer over here?
Whoever hit the free, that was unbelievable.
Why didn't you just come out here and do the anthem?
You're gonna sing it tomorrow, just so you know.
Yes.
Impressive.
Well, friends, that was Joe Simons and Jeremiah Coughlin introducing tonight's baseball game and the national anthem as sung by the Pickles faithful here at Walker Stadium. Friends, glad to have you along for tonight's broadcast. Saw JK checking in here earlier. I got to hang out with Rochelle a little bit before the ball game. Saw her out in left field near the Mr. Plywood picnic tables. She is apparently seated somewhere on the concourse up here for tonight's game. April H checking in. Tom Jones, glad to have you along. My madre in the chat. Glad you could all join us. Uncle Bobby, good to have you along. This is going to be an amazing series. It is going to be an amazing weekend here at Walker Stadium. If you do find yourself in the greater Portland area and can get down here, I highly advise coming and joining us for one of these 3 games, if not more. Liam Miller out there on the mound. His battery mate, Blake Haraki. Behind them defensively, Kevin Ferguson at first, Armando Briseño at second, Jack Metcho at short, Jesse Pierce at third, Draven Nushida, Kyler Stancano, and Zage Lancaster, your outfielders from left to right. Game time temperature here at Walker Stadium, 77 degrees and sunny, a wind of 6 miles an hour out of the west by northwest. Over under tonight has been set at 3 hours and 2 minutes. In the press box, the over slightly edging out the under 4-3. April 8th, you've got tickets for Tuesday night. Excellent. That'll be great as well. What do we have going on the promotional calendar on Tuesday? Tuesday looks like Pride Night, I believe. That's right, Wolf Wednesday, and then Portland Trailblazers Night in the next series. It is Pickles State Fair all weekend long here at Walker Stadium. Molly Morgan checking in. Glad to have you along. We got Peter checking in as well. Glad you could join us. Wind and first pitch of tonight's ball game just misses ball one. First pitch at 7:14 p.m. Wind and the 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Count evens up on Hunter Komine, Cody Watanabe, and Ruben Cedillo to start us off. Wind and the 1-1 pitch on the way, over for a strike. Count goes to 1-2. Jake Moe letting me know it's 9-1 Mariners. Thank you, friend. I totally forgot they had an afternoon tilt with Houston today. Wind and the 1-2 on the way now. Swung on and missed. Got him. Struck out Komine to start off the game. One away for the Bend Elks, and that'll bring up Cody Watanabe. Need some Cheeto time tonight. Hopefully that'll happen. We also had somebody from the Bend Elks checking in here earlier. Elizabeth Krupp joining us. Glad to have you along on the broadcast, friend. First pitch fouled away, 0-1. Shadows creeping into the infield as is normal for this time of night here at Walker Stadium. Wind and the 0-1 pitch on the way inside. So far inside it hit him apparently. Cody going to be taking first base. One on, one away. That'll bring up the center fielder, Ruben Cedillo. Miller stares in at Haraki. Cedillo steps in. Miller set at the waist. Pitch on the way, swung on and hit out towards center field. Stancado drifting back a couple steps, makes the catch in front of the warning track for out number 2. F8 to put out on Ruben. Ben jersey numbers are the same colors as the jerseys. Well, there's not a lot of contrast, Rick. You're very, very right about that. Mrs. Downs in attendance from LA for tonight and tomorrow. Excellent. It's going to be a good time here this weekend. Throw over to first. Runner goes early. Throw down second base. Not in time. Stolen base for Watanabe. So now runner on in scoring position, 2 down for DePaulo. Miller looks in, twirling the baseball behind his back. Now comes set at the belt. Pitch on the way, over for a strike. Goes to an off-speed pitch to start off, 0-1. Miller looks back at second, and again. Briseño holding the runner on, pitch on the way, over for strike. Looked like that one may be coming in at 88 miles an hour. Count goes to 0-2. Matty Stats and Darryl running TrackMan have been kicked downstairs tonight. Miller set. Couple looks at second. 0-2 pitch on the way. Got him looking, strike 3. Second K being hung out in left field by Ron, the K-man, and that'll do it for the Bend Elks here in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left. To the bottom of the first inning we go here at Walker Stadium. No score.
You don't go to a Pickles game because they play some generic version of baseball that you could see anywhere. So why buy a sofa like that? Check out Perch Furniture. We are hometown experts, wholly dedicated to getting you a great sofa. Perch Furniture is Portland born, West Coast built, and our sofas are adaptable in every dimension and detail. At social media, we're at Perch Furniture, perchfurniture.com, or available in our showroom. Go Pickles.
This is how you build a community of health and hope. With award-winning heart specialists, personalized women's care, a hospital 100 years in the making, and dozens of clinics that bring health and healing to your neighborhood, all strengthened by our partnership with OHSU. Adventist Health Portland, all the care you need, right where you need it.
All righty, broadcast friends, welcome back out on the mound. That is number 22, Caden Hogan for the Bend Elks. Caden will be throwing to Luco DePaulo behind the plate. The defense behind them, Ethan Thomas at first, Cody Watanabe at second, Jake Hoskins at short, Avery Ortiz at third, Justin Sakata, Ruben Cedillo, and Hunter Komine, the outfielders from left to right. Portland coming into play a half game in first place in the West Coast League South with an overall record of 16-8. 6-3 at home, 10-5 on the road. Meanwhile, the Bend Elks 12-15 overall, tied for fifth in the West Coast League South, 5.5 games back of your Portland Pickles. It's going to be Draven Nushita, Zage Lancaster, and Dalton Mayshore here in the first inning for your Portland Pickles. We did record a pregame show tonight. Unfortunately, we're not able to get that into the beginning of the broadcast. You will be able to find that on YouTube later. It is still being uploaded as we speak. Nushita taps home plate as he steps in. Hogan's wide, and his first pitch of the ball game misses away. Ball 1. Nushita ready. Hogan's 1-0 pitch, misses high and away, ball 2. That one a little bit closer, still not quite over the plate. Nushita from Cal State. Fullerton awaits the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Count goes to 2-1. Line to the 2-1 on the way. High and away, ball 3. 3-1. C.O. Turner checking in. Hello, friend. Glad to have you along. 3-1 swung on and missed. Count goes to 3-2. Hogan's payoff pitch fouled off to the left. Count stays 3-2.
Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles!
Jeremiah Coughlin trying to get the crowd rowdy early. 3-2 pitch on the way. High and away, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Draven Nushita.
Next up is your right fielder from University of Hawaii, number 14,
Sage Lancaster to the plate. 1 on, nobody out. Lancaster slowly steps in. First pitch he sees tonight, he fouls straight back. Count goes 0-1. Left field and right field berms full tonight here at the stadium. It looks like all of the Mr. Plywood picnic tables out in the outfield also spoken for. Check over to first base. Hogan's 0-1 pitch. Swung on. Inside out. Blooper to short. Going back on it. Jake Hoskins makes the play. L6 the put out on Lancaster. Sounded like he might have broken the bat on that one or at least got jammed.
Next up, your designated hitter from St. Mary's, number 1, Dalton Bayshore.
Well, 17-7 might also be correct. Line of the pitch on the way, over for a strike, 0-1. Thought I checked that against the West Coast League stats. No, they have Portland at 16-8. Mag's out to have a conversation real quick. I wonder if there's a Renegade watch on somebody's wrist somewhere. I don't think that's what that conversation was about. Lewis Rose is checking in. Good to have you along, friend. Your umpires for tonight, Chris Castro behind home plate, Dan Roberts, your infield umpire. Count 0-1 on Mayshore. Hogan looks over at first. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off toward the parking lot. Count goes to 0-2. Well, Lewis, with the next couple days off, should come down here and join us for one of the games. It's Pickles State Fair this weekend. It is amazing down here. Hogan climbs back up on the mound. Nushita at second base. Look back, 0-1 pitch on the way. High and inside, ball 1. You know, those helmet full of nachos are pretty good. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and ripped down the third base line, and that is foul. Looked fair, called foul. I also don't have the best view from up here, so I'll trust our umpiring crew. Skylar rooting on the Pickles. DePaulo out from behind the plate, started out towards the mound, then decided against it. New baseball bat being retrieved. Castro out from behind the plate, sweeps a little bit of the dirt off. Mayshore's got a new piece of lumber, now stands in. Look back towards second, 1-2 pitch on the way, hits him. Well, guess he didn't need the new bat. So I guess one HPP deserves another. Dalton Mayshore now on at first, Draven Nushida at second. That'll bring up your third baseman for tonight, number 44, Jesse Pierce. Runners get their lead, one down. First pitch on the way, swung on, and that one hit out towards left field. Going back on the ball, the left fielder, Justin Sakata, makes the catch at the wall, tagging at second, heading for third. Nushida slides in safely. Everybody moves up 90 feet as Pierce flies out to left field. F7 the put out, Nushida to third, Mayshore to second. Yes, Rick, I do believe that Nushida ended up on second base via a balk. First run of the game, 90 feet away. Shortstop Jack Metcho to the plate. Hogan's first pitch to Jack, outside, ball one. Metcho steps out, knocks the dirt off his cleats with his bat as he steps back in. 1-0 pitch on the way, inside, ball two. Nushida a lead at third. Mayshore a little bit bigger lead over at second. 2-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off towards the parking lot. Count goes to 2-1. We've got the normal pickle drinking contest this evening. We'll have Dizzy Bat. We'll have Dylan versus a fan race. Bring that all to you tonight. 2-1 pitch on the way. High, ball three. 3-1. Gary, Nushida was awarded second originally on a balk. Is that correct? Oh, it was a pitch clock violation. Thank you. That's what Mags was talking about. Wind and the 3-1 on the way. Inside, ball four. So bases brined now for your second baseman, Armando Briseño. Shadows have now eclipsed a majority of the playing surface, save for that sliver between home plate and third that we are used to. Pitch on the way, inside, ball one. No worries, Steve. It's not like we have a sign yet for pitch clock violation. 1-0 pitch on the way, misses high and inside, ball two. So Briseño halfway to an RBI. Taps home plate. Twirls the bat once, twice. Hogan has the sign. 2-0 pitch on the way, inside, ball three. 3-0. Tom Jones looking for another walk. Hogan set, brings in the 3-0. That one's over the plate. 3-1 now the count on Armando Briseño. Kevin Ferguson on deck for your Pickles. Hogan's got his sign, brings in the 3-1, high and tight, ball four. RBI base on balls for Armando Briseño, and friends, it is time to lift furniture. Raise those chairs. Wave them around in the air as if you had no cares.
Number 31, Kevin Ferguson.
So Kevin Ferguson to the plate. Base is still brined. Hogan's first pitch to him swung on and missed. 0-1. We do love walks, friend. Not going to lie. Well, we like them in half the game. Hogan's 0-1 on the way. That one fouled back over our heads. Ferguson quickly behind 0-2 as the green smoke hanging out in left field. Nice thing is not blowing onto the playing surface tonight, just mixing itself among the trees out there in left. Line and the 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and spoiled foul on the right. A green chair to boot, perfect. Count stays 0-2. Ferguson stands back in. Hogan set. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit towards short. Fielding it, Jake Hoskins. The throw over to first in time. 6-3 the put out on Kevin Ferguson, and that will end the Pickles rally here in the first inning. But they do get one run. That run is earned on no hits, no errors, and 3 runners left. At the end of one frame here at Walker Stadium, your Pickles lead 1-0. Well, welcome back, broadcast friends. To the top of the second inning we go. Your Pickles gifted a run in the bottom of the first inning, drawing a handful of walks and getting hit by a pitch. For the Bend Elks here in the second inning, it'll be the first baseman, Ethan Thomas, left fielder, Justin Sakata, and designated hitter, Ty Silva. While we've got a minute, let's take a look around the rest of the West Coast League. In the bottom of the fourth inning in Yakima Valley, the Pippins leading the Victoria Harbor Cats by a score of 1-0. At David Story Field in Longview, Washington, the Cowlitz Black Bears with a 4-0 lead on the Corvallis Knights. Walla Walla hosting the Night Owls of Nanaimo and currently trail 3-2. That game in the top of the fourth. Bottom four in Wenatchee, Apple Sox, and North Paws scoreless, and we'll get you the rest of the scores here in just a moment. Ethan Thomas stands in as the first batter of the second inning. First pitch he sees low and inside, ball 1. In Ridgefield, the Raptors and Bells knotted at 1. That game in the top of the fifth inning. Miller's 1-0 pitch, over for a strike. 85 miles an hour, count evens up at 1-1. Already has a sign from Haraki, 1-1 on the way. Misses outside, 2-1. Edmonton Riverhawks and Kelowna Falcons scoreless. That game in the top of the seventh. 2-1 on the way. Low ball 3, 3-1. And that is your update of the West Coast League scores, friends. I had that as ball 3. What happened? Did we have another pitch clock violation? All right, 3-pitch walk. Wild Wild West League rules tonight, friends. You weren't aware of it. Mags out of the dugout. My guess is explaining how to get from 3 to 4. Short conversation. So, Justin Sakata to the plate. How many strikes will it take to strike out Justin Sakata? Wrong answers only in the chat, please. Wide in the first pitch to Sakata. Bunt shown. Pitch over for a strike. 0-1. The sliver of sunlight that remains on the infield keeps shrinking towards third base. Lights already on here at Walker Stadium. Miller set as he stares over at first. Soft toss over. Thomas back safely. I used to sell sundials. We could do that for a pitch clock. I like this idea. Miller comes set. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Now, oddly enough, 3 balls last at-bat was enough for a walk, but 2 strikes this at-bat is not good enough for a strikeout. We're just going to have to see how this develops throughout the evening. Miller comes set. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. All right, that 3 strikes was a strikeout. Excellent. 3rd strikeout for Liam Miller. So 1 on, 1 down. Ty Silva to the plate. Silva taps home plate as he steps in, twirls the bat around. Miller brings in the first pitch of the at-bat, over for a strike. 0-1. Thomas gets a lead over at first. Another throw over. Thomas back safely. Okay, Rick, okay, now, well done. It takes 3.14 strikes for a little slow on that. Well done, well played. 0-1 pitch spoiled foul into the netting on the right. Count goes to 0-2. Avery Ortiz, the 3rd baseman for the Bend Elks, on deck. Silva's ready, Miller comes set. Holds. 0-2 pitch on the way in. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Liam Miller. That is strikeout number 4. So runner on at first, 2 down, and that'll bring up Avery Ortiz. Miller gets his sign from Hiraki. Look over at first base, then a hold, another throw back to first, and again Thomas back standing. Miller predominantly working from the middle of the rubber tonight. Stares over at first, brings in the first pitch of this at-bat, swung on and missed. 0-1. Miller's got some good-looking pitches again tonight. Good start to the season. Quick throw over to first base and just barely getting back standing is Thomas this time. Liam set at the belt. Another throw over to first.
He doesn't want Thomas to get away. There isn't much speed threat over there as he just has one stolen base on the season.
Miller coming into tonight's game with a 3.68 ERA and 14 2/3 innings pitched. 18 strikeouts to 6 walks, a 3-to-1 ratio. 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses outside, ball 1. 18 4-pitch walks, 1 3-pitch walk. Or excuse me, 6 4-pitch walks, 1 3-pitch walk. 18 strikeouts, swung on and missed. Swung through an 86-mile-an-hour fastball. Count goes to 1-2 on Ortiz. He steps back in. 1-2 pitch on the way. High ball 2, 2-2. Outfield pretty much playing straight up. Zage Lancaster playing a couple steps in, out in right. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one taken into center field. Stan Cotto takes a couple steps over and is able to make the catch. L8, the put out on Avery Ortiz. And that will do it for the Bend Elks here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. To the bottom of the second inning we go here at Walker Stadium. Your score, 1-0 Pickles.
Some play for the thrill, others the fortune. But the true legends, they play for the free drinks. Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. Live rangerously.
Hey, don't judge me. I'm waiting to run my dishwasher and get my laundry done after this peak time event is over. You know, those times when you get rewarded for shifting your energy use away from the times when energy use is high or prices are expensive. And when we all just shift a little, it helps bring more sustainable resources into the mix. So relax. Learn more about shifting energy today at portlandgeneral.com/shift.
We'll get to that later. Leading off for the Pickles, your catcher, Lake Araki.
As you may have heard, the dulcet sounds of Joe Simons let you know that is Blake Haraki leading off the second inning here for your Pickles. He'll be followed by Kyler Stancato and Draven Nushida. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on, a little inside out swing towards second. Watanabe charging the throw to first, or underhand toss to first in time for 3. The put out on Blake Haraki. So quickly 1 away for the Portland Pickles here in the second inning, and that's going to bring up the center fielder, number 16, Kyler Stancato. Pitch on the way, swung on to that one, taken out to shallow right field. Going out, Cody Watanabe, the second baseman, makes the play. P4, the put out on Stancato. 3 pitches, 2 away here in the second inning, and that will turn the lineup over for Portland. Left fielder Draven Nushida to the plate. Nushida coming into tonight's game batting .357 on the season. Takes a look at the first offering from Caden Hogan over for a strike, 0-1. Well, fans, we are going to have Murphy Ginger in here for an interview in the 4th inning. If you got any questions for Murph, please feel free to throw those in the chat. Don't know how long we'll get to hang out with him, but should be a good time nonetheless. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled straight back into the netting. Count goes to 1-2. Ginger having a nice outing last night in Ridgefield. Pickles winning that game late. Wine and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Outside, ball 2. 2-2. Nishida worked a leadoff walk to start the ball game. Swung on and fouled off at the plate. Count stays at 2-2. WYD Coco, what's up, friend? Glad to have you joining us tonight. 2-2 pitch from Hogan, misses away, ball 3, 3-2. Is this high school? No, friend. This is collegiate wood bat summer baseball. 3-2 pitch on the way, swung on, popped up to left field. Going back on the ball, a couple steps, Sukata now ranges in, makes the play. P7 the put out on Nushida, and that will do it for the Pickles here in the second inning. Friends, we are through 2 frames here at Walker Stadium. Your score, Pickles 1, Bend Elks nothing.
Tired of beer that's just too bland? Not a problem anymore! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, hoppy, and comes in a variety of options. Plus, you can take it almost anywhere. Stop drinking boring beer. Instead, join the many others living rangerously today. But wait, there's more. Call 833-V-RANGER. That's 833-V-RANGER to get free rangerousness. Live rangerously today. Call now. Tired of beer that's just too bland? No problem! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, poppy, plus you can take it almost anywhere. So stop drinking boring beer and start living rangerously today.
Welcome back, broadcast friends. Number 25, the shortstop, Jake Hoskins, to lead it off for the Bend Elks here in the third inning. He'll be followed by Hunter Komine and Cody Watanabe. First pitch, inning 3, hit towards short. Mecho unable to find it. Dribbles into left field, E6. So Hoskins aboard via the error. Second inning in a row, Bend Elks have gotten the leadoff batter aboard. Oh, getting some of the Voodoo Ranger IPA. Well done. That stuff's great. Liam Miller's pitch on the way, swung on, hit to the middle. Nice stop by Mecho. Tried to scoop it over to Briseño, couldn't quite get it. Infield single for Hunter Komine. First hit of the ball game for the Bend Elks. Hoskins into second base safely. So runners on, first and second, nobody down. Cody Watanabe at the plate. Entire playing surface now covered in shadows from the left and center field trees. Lily, who's working our camera here in the booth, patiently waiting for the shade to take over the booth. Ball gets away from Blake Haraki. Passed ball allows both runners to advance 90 feet. So runners now on second and third, nobody down. Nice, Mariners victorious 10-1 in Houston. I will take that every day of the week. 1-0 pitch on the way, misses high. High at 85, 2-0. Miller set. 2-0 on its way in. Over the inner part of the plate for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Miller stares in, comes set. Brings in the 2-1 after hold, swung on and missed. Count evens up at 2-2. Ruben Cedillo on deck for the Elks. Cody steps back in. Miller has the sign he was looking for. After a hold, brings in the 2-2, swung on, and that one sharply hit into right field. Run's going to come in to score, and the ball gets under the glove of Zage Lancaster. Both runs going to come in to score. And a triple, not really a triple. Gonna give him a single with the pair. Gonna give him the single with the pair of RBIs. Advances to third on the error. So Blake Haraki out to have a conversation with Liam Miller on the bump. Not a long conversation, did not need to be broken up by either of our umpires this evening. 2 runs in for the Bend Elks. Ruben Cedillo now to the plate. Runner on at third. Ruben stands in. Miller's first pitch of the at-bat, over for a strike, 0-1. Last few pitches been at 85 from Miller. He comes set. 0-1 to Cedillo in the dirt. Nice stop by Haraki. Count evens up at 1-1. Couple defensive miscues by Portland here in the third. 1-1 pitch on the way in the dirt again. Nice stop by Blake, keeping the ball in front of him. It rolls up the third base line a little bit. Runners weren't going anywhere. Yeah, 3.14, base hit, yes. That sums it up, Rick. Well done. Well done. Miller comes set. Wind and the 2-1 on the way. Swung on, and that one's cracked foul out towards the right field berm. Just short of the berm, actually. Bunch of kids playing out there. Count evens up at 2-2. Cedillo steps back in. Miller now with the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and that one taken out towards left field. Jumping catch made by Draven Nushida, tagging up from third and heading home, Cody Watanabe. SF7 for Cedillo. Bend now with a 3-1 lead. One away here in the third inning. Luca DiPaolo to the plate now. DiPaolo struck out to end the first inning. He was the second of Miller's strikeouts that frame. First pitch on the way, misses high and away, ball 1. Miller comes set. 1-0 pitch, over for a strike. 85 once again. Count evens up at 1-1. Okay, that's all they get. That's fair, Debbie. Count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch, swung on and missed. Swung through an 86-mile-an-hour fastball from Miller. Count goes to 2-2. Walker Stadium looking for a strikeout. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Strikeout number 5 for Liam Miller. Ron hanging K number 5 out there on the left field fence as Ethan Thomas, the first baseman, steps in. First pitch this at bat, missing away, ball 1. Thomas is going to be famous in this game for drawing a 3-ball walk. Offers at the next pitch, comes up empty, count evens at 1-1. Liam's 1-1 pitch misses low and away, ball 2. 2-1. Liam digs a little in front of the rubber, comes set into his motion with the 2-1 pitch, swung on and popped foul right side. Nobody catches it. Just barely stayed in the park. Count 2-2 on Ethan Thomas. Miller's got his sign. 2-2 pitch on the way, outside, ball 3. 3-2. Full count, nobody on, 2 down, 3 runs in this inning for the Elks. Miller goes into his motion now, brings in the 3-2 pitch, misses low, ball 4. Ethan Thomas works a walk. This time it takes him 4 balls to get it. Rosif Nurkic checking in. What's up, Mike? What's up, Picks fans? A beautiful evening for a ball game, friend. It's Pickles State Fair weekend here at the ballpark. If you can get down on Saturday or Sunday, you definitely should. Start time for tomorrow night's game, 7:05. Start time for Sunday's game, 6:05. Weather's supposed to be beautiful. Pitch on the way, over for a strike at 85. 0-1. April H. digging the picture-in-picture, or the pitcher-in-picture, which was delightful. 0-1 on the way. Nice stop by Hiraki in front of the plate. Ball in the dirt. Count evens up 1-1. The sun is just at the tips of the trees out in left field. Thomas gets a lead at first. Draws a look, now another. 1-1 pitch on the way, low and outside. Another nice stop by Hiraki. Count goes to 2-1. Miller chewing through some pitches here in the 3rd inning. If you got to watch the pregame show, Mags talked a little bit about Miller's pitch count and the number of innings they hope to get out of him this evening. Glance over at first, 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on and bounced towards first. High bounce, played perfectly by Ferguson, who goes to the bag. 3 unassisted the put out on Sukata. And that will do it for the Bend Elks here in the 3rd inning. But they do plate 3 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error, and no 1 runner left on. Friends, we're going to keep it right here for our pickle juice drinking contest that's happening down below. We'll turn it over to Joe Simons and Jeremiah Coughlin.
1. Count them down, Walker Stadium. When we get to 1, they're going to chug like they've never chugged before. 3, 2, 1. Chug, 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 chug. Go, Casey. Graham. Graham by 1,000 miles, everybody. Graham, you win a very special prize from one of our former sponsors. The gift that keeps on giving. Hot pink, vibrating, all of the things. You'll never want for anything else in your life. Let's hear for Graham, everybody. What a prize. Casey's glad they didn't win now.
So to the bottom of the third inning we go. Zage Lancaster, Dalton Mayshore, and Jesse Pierce due up for your Pickles. Lancaster coming into tonight batting .244 on the season, 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch he sees here in the third, misses inside, ball one. Hogan working from the first base side of the rubber, goes into his motion. 1-0 on the way, inside, ball two. 2-0. Hogan has his sign. 2-0 now on the way. That one over for a strike at 87 miles an hour. Count goes to 2-1. Next pitch on the way, swung on and popped foul. That one off to the right as the count evens up at 2-2 on Lancaster. Zage stands back in, awaits the 2-2 pitch, swung on and hit out towards center field. Ruben Cedillo drifts over about 3 or 4 steps towards left and makes the catch. P8 the put out on Lancaster.
Number 1, Dalton Mayshore.
Designated hitter Dalton Mayshore to the plate, hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Made it all the way to third base, did not make it home. First pitch he sees this inning fouled back. 0-1. Yeah, that hot pink bat stands out, doesn't it, April? The one swung by Zage Lancaster. 0-1 pitch offered at and missed. 89 miles an hour on the fastball. Count goes to 0-2. Yeah, that's a nice look. Well done, friends. Like that. Yeah, y'all are doing well. Next pitch fouled away. Count goes to 0-2. No, the chat liked it as well. Tried to let y'all know that earlier. Good use of screen real estate there, y'all. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped up. Infield, right side. First baseman coming over. Tracks it. No, does not make the catch. I believe Joey Wong out of the dugout to have a conversation and be like, listen, but he had that. And then he didn't.
Number 44, Jesse Pierce.
Mayshore aboard via the E3. Apparently tonight's umpiring crew endearing themselves to both dugouts. First pitch on the way to Pierce, and a balk is called. Well, we are going to pull every obscure rule out of the book this evening. That is the kind of night we are going to have, friends. We've had a pitch clock violation. We've had a balk. We've had multiple errors. We have not had an infield fly yet as that pitch misses low, ball one. So Mayshore takes a 2.5-step lead out at second base. A look back, 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1-1. Jesse Pierce flew out to left field his first time up. Look back at second, 1-1 on the way, swung on and popped up, this time to the right side. It's going to be Cody Watanabe making the catch in the infield. P4 the put out on Pierce.
Number 6, Jack Metjo.
Bob Wisecarver asking if the sprinklers are going to come on tonight. And friend, with the way that this game is going, that is entirely possible. Debbie is vacating the under. She's now taking the over tonight. First pitch of the at-bat over the outer part of the plate for a strike. 0-1. Oh, fun times, friends. Hogan comes set. Looks back at second. 0-1 on the way. Outside, ball one. 91 miles an hour on that last pitch. Vito Corleone checking in. That is a great name, friend. Glad to have you along on the broadcast. Swung on. Popped up to center field. Cedillo takes 2 or 3 steps in, makes the play. P8 to put out on Metcho, and that will do it for your Pickles here in the third inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on. Friends, we are a third of the way through the ball game. Your score, Bend Elks 3, Pickles 1. All right, broadcast friends, welcome back to the top of the fourth inning we go. Bend Elks 3, Portland Pickles 1. Ty Silva, Avery Ortiz, and Jake Hoskins due up for Bend as Liam Miller back out on the mound for another inning's worth of work. His first pitch here in the fourth, swung on and popped up right side. It's going to be Zage Lancaster making the play. P9, the put out on Ty Silva. Lucio Turner, I will shout out Gigi. You've got your son, 2 grandkids at the game. Glad to have you along. A little understaffed tonight, so I don't know that we're going to get a camera up there on you. Also, that's above my pay grade. First pitch missing away, ball 1. Ortiz lined out to Kyler Stancato in center field to end the second inning. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one fouled off. Count evens up at 1-1. I have heard rumors that we're going to have Murphy Ginger in here at some point soon. He's on his way up. All right, look at that. 1-1 pitch on the way. High and outside, ball 2. 2-1. Well, friends, follow the Portland Pickles on our Unhinged Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram all season long. 2-1 pitch on the way, outside, ball 3. You can get the latest updates, team news, photos, and general Pickles chicanery. You can find the team using the handle at Portland Pickles. You should definitely do that. Our social media team is the best. Wind in the 3-1 on the way. High and outside, ball 4. 1 out walk for Avery Ortiz. First time Avery has been aboard tonight. Sounds like we're experiencing a tiny bit of lag on the broadcast, friends. Not sure if y'all are aware of that. So runner on first, one down. Pitch on the way, outside, ball one. That is Jake Hoskins, the shortstop, who reached on an E6 leading off the third inning. Pitching coach Brian Grant out to have a conversation with Liam and Blake Haraki. Lagging on the phone, okay on the laptop, good to know. We'll see what we can do about that. Castro cleans up home plate before strolling out to the mound to break up the meeting.
Don't forget to go ride the bull. It's out there. Right field burn. Well, mechanical bull, we should be talking about. It's exciting. State fair.
Brian Grant heads back to the dugout. So Miller staring in at Haraki. Dealing with a runner on first and one down. Comes set. 1-0 pitch on the way. Over for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Miller stares over at first. Now the 1-1 pitch on the way. That one over the outer part of the plate for a strike at 83. Count goes to 1-2. Ortiz will lead over at first base. Miller stares over. Throw over, and Ortiz back standing. Miller looking for a double play here to get out of the top of the fourth inning. Comes set at the belt. Another look over at first base. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, popped up right side. Will it stay in fair territory? No, it goes foul, and unfortunately Ferguson couldn't quite track it down. Count goes to 1-2. Okay, you're not going to hear anything in here just yet, but we'll get you hooked up. When I do bring you live, this thing here will control what you hear or how loud it is in your ears. All right. 1-2 the count on Hoskins. Runner goes, pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off into the netting on the right. Count stays at 1-2. Avery's going to have to take his spot back at first base. All right, I'm going to bring you in so you can hear stuff now. Your mic will be live. We'll introduce you after this at bat.
Sounds good.
Right on, friend. Miller comes set once again, glances over at first. Holds. Now another throw over to first base. Again, Ortiz back standing. Shout out to Coach Brian Grant. He does a great job of managing a ton of pitchers. You aren't kidding, Steve. And one of my favorites, PDX Cookie Company checking in. Glad to have you. Another throw over to first base. Definitely trying to make Ortiz think about going. Miller ahead in the count. 1-2 comes set. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him. First strikeout here in the fourth inning. Strikeout number 6 for Liam Miller. That'll turn the lineup over for the Bend Elks. Hunter Comine to the plate. Mags out of the dugout, and it looks like that's going to be the end of the line for Liam Miller. Friends, we're not actually going to take a break here because I am joined in the broadcast booth by Murphy Ginger. Murph, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right, friend. I have wanted to have you up here for a while. Just didn't quite work out, so glad you could come and join us tonight. You're coming off a pretty good outing up in Ridgefield last night. How'd that feel?
Good, felt good. Had a good defense behind me, kind of walked a couple, got a little wild once in a while, but defense held it there. We won the game and everything, so it was good.
Well, it looks like you've been, I mean, not that anybody's, pigeonholed as to exactly what they're doing on the roster just yet, but it seems like you sort of get brought in to put out some fires now.
Yeah.
Like, how does that feel, You got a lot of trust from the coaching staff, seems like.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of exactly what I like to do. I like coming out of the bullpen in big situations. I kind of thrive off of it.
Yep.
That's exactly what I do at my school at Northern Colorado, too, so it's nothing new to me.
Okay. So that is a role that you are used to then.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You don't mind cleaning up others' messes?
No, not at all.
All right. That's got to be nice, though, going out and knowing that, all right, our starter or one of our relievers got in trouble, and I'm the one being called on to stop the bleeding or whatever's going on. Like, that's got to be a nice vote of confidence for you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's nice getting back in to the dugout after you get bases loaded and the starter kind of got in a little trouble when he comes back in, kind of pats you on the back and says thanks for that.
Yeah,
so
bailing him out
good.
some. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I bet those are nice flowers to get. Heck
Oh, yeah.
So you've been around, you've gotten to play in a number of different stadiums around the West Coast League outside of Walker Stadium. Which one's been your favorite? Like, where did you enjoy getting to pitch?
Ooh, I'd probably say Kamloops, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was my best outing. I liked the fans. They were heckling me. I like to get heckled a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of get the fans involved, but I'd say Kamloops.
Get the
yeah.
competitive juices going.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. On the flip side of the coin, where was your least favorite place to throw so far this season?
Oof.
Have you had a place you don't like?
Not
I guess.
really,
I mean,
no.
that doesn't necessarily mean there is a bad place to throw.
No, I don't think there's a bad place at all. I mean, the West Coast League has a lot of great fans and a lot of great stadiums involved. So, I mean, traveling around kind of the West Coast, I love it. So can't be complaining about it too much.
Been enjoying the weather up here so far this summer?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
oh yeah, big time.
Nice. So, new pitcher on the mound for your Portland Pickles. Cade Reitzenstein out on the mound. He is going to be facing Hunter Komine. So you're not on tonight's roster since you just pitched last night. You're probably not going to be on tomorrow night?
No, right now they have me on a one outing per week kind of deal.
Oh, okay.
So next week, probably around Thursday or Friday. Hoping to pitch at home. Haven't pitched at home in a while, so.
Well, it'd be nice to see you pitch. Fans always seem to enjoy it, and you had a great defensive play early in the season. 0-1 pitch missing up and inside, 1-1. You managed to barehand a ball that was. We actually looked up the StatCast on it, and it was either coming at you at 75.9 or 79.5 miles an hour. I did the math on it. You had less than a half of a second to react. Did you is that just years of having been on the mound and occasionally having balls batted directly back at you? Is that something you were consciously thinking about, or was that just your body reacting and your hand was in the right place at the right time?
It was completely instinctual, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, I've had a couple of comebackers come at me a lot harder, but I've caught it with the glove. So the bare hand was definitely at first. But I think that's just the athlete. Pitchers are athletes, so.
Hey, we've seen some great pitcher defense already this year. Absolutely. The just tossing the ball and walking off, that was about the biggest baller move you could have had walking off the mound. That was great. And, of course, Pickles social media and everything caught on to that. And you picked up some publicity for that. Did you hear from any friends or teammates once they saw the video there?
Oh, yeah. My phone was blowing up the next morning.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was hilarious. I loved it. I loved it for about 5 minutes. And I was like, okay, this is getting crazy.
This is too much now.
It's too much. Yeah. But I loved it. It was awesome. So it was a cool little 15 minutes of fame I had.
That's and you never know what you're going to get here.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, that is. It seems to be one of the things this organization prides itself on. You never know what's going to happen next, and this season has been full of that. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and hit towards third. Fielded by Pierce, long throw over to first, in time, 5-3 the putout, and that ends the Elks rally here in the fourth inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one runner left on. Friends, we are actually going to keep it right here. Did you hear that we're doing a pickle bobbing contest tonight?
No, I didn't. That sounds really interesting, though.
It is the state fair, friends, so pickle bobbing contest is going to happen. We're going to mute ourselves and kick it down to Joe and Jeremiah for a second. Do you get to stick around for a little longer with us? Can you do the next half inning?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, sweet. Friends, we will be back in just a moment. We will leave you in the care of Joe and Jeremiah.
Number 10, Armando Briseño.
It's going to be Armando Briseño, Kevin Ferguson, and Blake Haraki for your Pickles here in the bottom of the fourth inning. They still trail the Bend Elks by a score of 3-1, and Murphy Ginger hanging out with us for another half inning. 0-1 pitch on the way, over the outer part of the plate for a strike, 0-2. So Pickles carrying a number of catchers this year. Have you gotten to throw to all three now?
I've only thrown to 2 so far.
Okay, who have you not gotten to throw to?
Cash, Duggar, and
okay.
Blake, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, all right. Because we got Duggar, we got Blake Haraki, we got McKenna.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we got.
And then Luke Bard.
And then Luke Bard. That's right. Oh my gosh, that's right. We're carrying 4. Holy cow!
And we have a bullpen catcher, Rossi, too.
How's throwing to him in the bullpen?
He's nice. He keeps it lively down there.
That one hit down the left field line, just curls foul. 0-2 on Briseño. So of the catchers, did you have any previous experience with any of the catchers that are on the staff?
Yeah, so I actually went to high school with Luke Bard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Rad.
I know. I didn't know he was coming here until the day we got here, actually.
Oh, that had to have been a cool surprise.
Oh, it was amazing.
Oh, wow. All right.
I was like, finally, I know someone here, so take the stress off a little bit, but...
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, been good family friends with him for a while.
That's great. Gary, what did we just have happen there? Was there another pitch clock violation? No pitch. Okay. We've seen everything this game. Yeah. We've seen a balk. We've seen a pitch clock violation. We've seen a 3-pitch walk.
There's a 3-pitch walk?
Yeah.
Oh,
there was.
awesome.
Sweet. I don't think it was on purpose, but, you know, one of the many weird things that we see here. Hogan's 0-2 pitch on the way. Got him looking, strike 3. I do believe that is the first strikeout for Caden Hogan coming here in the fourth inning. So do you have any family members you want to shout out real quick since you're on the broadcast and you can tell them to come look at the YouTube later?
Yeah, absolutely. My mom and dad always been big supporters of me. Love them to death. They're in Lake Powell right now, but
oh, okay.
So they're living the lake life. And then my brothers and sisters, Gunner, keep doing your thing, stud, and Kendall and Lexi, miss you. See you soon.
Oh, that's rad. And do you want to give a shout out to your host family real quick?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Megan and Julian. Love you guys. You make some great food. Just what a household to be in. I love coming home after games.
Oh, that's so great. Like this has got to be a fun experience. I mean, I know it's probably long having just come off the college baseball season and then immediately coming down here and doing more baseball, but the host families here do such a great job.
Gosh, they do tremendous work.
Oh, I love hearing that. Hogan's 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled back towards the parking lot. Count evens up at 1-1 on Blake Haraki. So when do you know when you're going to have to go back? Like, are you going to be going back early, or are you going to be staying here through the first week of August at least with us?
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll probably leave the day after we win the championship. So.
Okay, well that's perfect timing.
Exactly.
I appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Winding the 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one bounces off of Chris Castro, home plate umpire. Luca DiPaolo going to go retrieve the ball and bring it, hand deliver that back to his pitcher. So you've seen some of the promotion stuff that we do here. Like, do you get to actually walk around the park and see some of the silly stuff? Like, did you get to go pet the baby animals when we had them over at the? Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's cool because we don't know what the theme is for the night until we get to the field.
Okay.
So it's a surprise for us too.
Oh, rad.
But they did a great job publicizing all this here. So I got to dunk one of the interns over at the dunk tank.
Oh, I hadn't seen the dunk tank yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. Okay. Are you going to go ride the mechanical bull, or has Coach told you no?
I mean, that's all the way over there. Coach is over here. I might sneak over there a little bit. Who knows?
Just get done with the interview and take the long way back around to the bullpen. Oh, that's great.
No, but the interns do a great job here. It's awesome.
It's a fun place to hang out and play baseball.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the organization here is delightful. 3-2 pitch on the way. Got him looking. Strike three. Haraki down on strike. Second strikeout for Caden Hogan, and that'll do it for the Pickles in the fourth inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Murph, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate this, and if we get another opportunity before the end of the season comes, maybe before y'all win that championship, it'd be great to have you up here again.
Yeah, we'd love to. Absolutely. Thank you.
Right on. Portland Pickles fans, that is pitcher Murphy Ginger. Glad to have him on. We will be back with the top of the fifth inning in just a moment.
Sorry about that.
2, 3, 4.
To the top of the fifth inning we go.
1 for 1 today with 2 RBIs.
Watanabe looking at the first pitch, outside, ball one.
In his last at bat to make it an early 2-1 lead that eventually expanded to 3.
1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and popped up in the infield. Jesse Pierce coming over, tracks it down and makes the catch. P5 the put out on Cody. Quick one away.
We're out number 1.
Number 6, Ruben Cedillo.
Anyway, on that last at bat, he roped one into right.
Reitzenstein awaits Cedillo to the plate.
Dave Lancaster to make an error and allowed 2 runs to come across, and Hunter Colina and Jake Hoskins. Pops up this time.
Ruben takes a practice swing and steps in. First pitch he sees from Reitzenstein, gets away from Haraki to the backstop, 1-0.
Count to Cedillo. 0 for 1 today with a sac fly. His last at bat, line to left field, firmly off the barrel. Just had a left field.
Cade into his motion, 1-0 on the way, over the outer part of the plate for a strike at 85. Count evens up at 1-1.
Now with a battery of Dave Ravenstein. Still working.
Debbie Morrow checking in, and that is a bloop single into right field for a base hit.
One into right.
Ruben Cedillo aboard.
Of the evening.
Now batting number 35, Luca DiPaolo.
That'll bring up the catcher, Luca DiPaolo.
There by Cedillo, who has been on an absolute monster
One on, one away. Pickles trailing by 2 here, top of the 5th inning. Sun took a nosedive behind the trees out in left field. Temperature has followed suit. Wide and the pitch on the way, swung on, inside out swing, and that gets into right field for a base hit. Cedillo moves up 90 feet. DePaulo aboard with a single. Back-to-back singles off of Cade Reitzenstein. Is Ben broadcasting in the booth too? Yes, they are. What nicknames did Ben turn down? Ooh, good question. Reitzenstein comes set, looks back at second base. 2 on, 1 away, pitch fouled off to the left. Count goes to 0-1. Well, we're going to keep the broadcast here at the end of this half inning because theoretically we should be doing Dizzy Bat. We'll see if that happens. Look back towards second base. And again, 0-1 pitch inside, ball 1. Cedillo at second, DePaulo on at first. Reitzenstein comes set. Turns around and fakes a throw to second. Briseño in charge of keeping Cedillo on at second. RH Signs giving some answers. Cade comes set. 1-1 on the way. Nice stop by Hiraki. Pitch coming in low at 79. Count goes to 2-1. Y'all are having fun with that. I appreciate that. Reitzenstein set at the belt. Looks back at second. And again, 2-1 pitch on the way. Misses low at 78. Ball 3. 3-1. Yeah, they're getting a lot of mileage out of that. Well done. Reitzenstein starting to walk a little bit of a tightrope here. 3-1 pitch over for a strike at 86. Count now 3-2. Cade has his sign from Hiraki. Now brings in the 3-2 outside, ball 4. So Cedillo to third, DePaulo to second, Ethan Thomas aboard for the 3rd time tonight via a walk. Bases full of Elks. A small herd on the infield, as it were. Justin Sakata to the plate. Sakata 0 for 2, struck out in the 2nd. Out towards the bar area there. Foul ball, 0-1. The Bend Lava Bears. Lava Bears is kind of cool. Mojo Navigator, glad to have you along on the broadcast. Reitzenstein looking for a double play right here. Comes set, 0-1 pitch on the way, outside, ball 1. Count even on Justin Sakata. Ty Silva on deck. Cade has his sign, comes set. Now brings in the 1-1, swung on, fouled off to the left this time. Count goes to 1-2. Yep, Debbie's rooting for a double play as well. Elks at every base. Reitzenstein set. 1-2 on the way. Misses low at 87, ball 2.
Certainly needing to capitalize on this opportunity. They just have plenty of games in which they have let these runs stand stranded. That is a change that needs to happen in the second half.
Reitzenstein's 2-2 well outside. Nice stop by Hiraki. Count goes full on Sakata. No place to put him. Double play would be ideal. Anything that does not result in a run would be great. 3-2, misses ball 4, misses at 86 miles an hour. So RBI walk for Justin Sakata. Ethan Thomas moving down to second. Luca Di Paulo to third as Ruben Cedillo comes in to score. Cade still in a jam here. First pitch swung on, hit towards short, over to second for one. The relay to first, not in time. 6-4 fielder's choice, run scores in the form of Luca DiPaolo. So Ethan Thomas at third, Justin Sakata at second, Ty Silva aboard via the fielder's choice. Excuse me, Justin Sakata was out going to second. That's what created the fielder's choice. Couldn't quite pull off the 4-6-3, 6-4-3. Runners on first and third, 2 down. Avery Ortiz at bat. Drew a walk back in the 4th inning. Lined out to center field to end the second. Reitzenstein set. Pitch on the way, in the dirt, ball 1. The don't breaks is kind of clumsy to announce. True, but funny. Ortiz steps back in. Pickles and Reitzenstein looking for one more out here. Pitch on the way. 1-0 fouled off. Count goes to 1-1. Debbie really would like a third out. Wind changing directions, now starting to blow into the press box. Reitzenstein set. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Swung through an 85-mile-an-hour fastball. Count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Just saw a fan with a funnel cake walk by. 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second. High. Throw back to third. Not in time. Runner safe everywhere. Credit Ty Silva with a stolen base. Jeremiah trying to get the sizable crowd here at Walker Stadium into the game. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 runs in for Bend. Runners at second and third. Reitzenstein has the sign from Hiraki comes set. 2-2 pitch on the way. Low and outside. Ball 3. 3-2. That temperature drop forcing some of the fans here at Walker Stadium to find a sweatshirt or something along those lines. 3-2 pitch, got him looking, strike 3. Avery Ortiz down on strikes. I believe that's the first strikeout for Cade Reitzenstein. And that'll do it for the Elks here in the top of the 5th inning, but they played 2 more runs. Your score as we go to break, 5-1 Bend, and we are going to kick it down to Joe and Jeremiah for tonight's Dizzy Bat Contest.
You know the rules. Head on the bat, bat on the ground, spin till I say go. Run and grab the ice cream sandwich. We do have a special prize for the winner tonight. They're aware of it. I expect a good one tonight. Count them down, Walker Stadium. 3, 2, 1, spin. Head on the bat, Scott. Head on the bat, Scotty. None of these count. He's got a bum wheel. 4, 5. Angie, you can go faster than that. Come on. 6. This is weak. Do you want to win the Clone of Willie or not? I guess not. 7, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, go. Oh, see ya. Go, Scotty, go, Scotty. Tim with the win. He's gone. Well, he's running like Forrest Gump. He's out. We got Birkenstocks all over the field. What a mess. Let's hear it for him, Walker Stadium, huh?
That's how you dizzy bat.
That was a pretty good one.
That was a good one.
That was State Fair night worthy. Hey, we're going to need some runs here, Walker Stadium. Give me a go, Pickles, on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's make some noise.
So your numbers across the board so far in this ball game for the visiting Bend Elks: 5 runs on 4 base hits and 1 error for your Portland Pickles. 1 run on no base hits and 2 errors. It's going to be Kyler Stancato, Draven Nushita, and Zage Lancaster to face new Bend pitcher Eli Takalo. Takalo takes over for Caden Hogan, who goes 4 innings, does not give up a hit, does surrender a run that was earned, walked 3, hit a batter, and struck out 2. Gary, we got to reset that scoreboard a little bit there. There we go. First pitch, bottom 5, bounced foul towards the Elks dugout. Given the numbers problems we had earlier, is the count 0-1 or 0-2? Okay. Wide in the 0-2 pitch, misses outside, ball 1. Paula looking for some runs. I don't blame you, friend. If you find them, please send them our way. Takalo's 1-2 pitch, misses outside. 86 miles an hour, count evens up at 2-2. Tackle is 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off our direction. Count stays 2-2. Stancato popped out to second base in the second inning. Takalo's 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on, bouncer towards the right side. And that is going to somehow find its way through to right field, the very definition of a seeing eye single. Kyler Stancato with a leadoff single, Pickles' first base hit of the ball game. Draven Nushita to the plate for the 3rd time this game. Walked to lead off the game. Eventually came around to score the Pickles' only run. First pitch misses away, ball 1. Ever notice you never see Kyler Stancato and Sam from Half as Interesting in the same room at the same time? True. Stancato's got great flow. That's been noticed before. 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled off. Count goes to 1-1 on Nushita. I always thought if Stancato decided baseball wasn't for him just based upon the hair alone, he should look into hockey. Takalo comes set. 1-1 pitch on the way, low and inside. DePaulo does a nice job keeping the ball in front of him. Count goes to 2-1. Stancato gets a lead over at first. About a full two-step lead, maybe a skosh shy of that. 2-1 pitch, swung on and hit to the right side. Nice scoop by Watanabe. The throw over to first base in time. 4-3 the putout as Stancato advances to second base.
Now batting, number 14, Sage Lancaster.
Sage Lancaster to the plate. Lancaster 0 for 2, lined out to short. Popped out to center field his last time up in the third. Pickles looking to string a couple of hits together. Takalo stares in, finally has the sign he's looking for. Comes set at the chest. Looks back at second, and another pitch clock violation. No, the pitch violation goes against Sage Wait.
So 2 violations, one on the pitcher earlier today, now on the batter in Sage Lancaster.
Okay, so the pitch clock violation was against Sage Lancaster. Pitch on the way, over for a strike. Count goes to 0-2. And now we're going to have a conversation between the home plate and the field umpire to figure out whether the pitch clock violation should have gone against Sage Lancaster or Eli Takalo. It was on Eli Takalo, so the count of official record right now is 1-1. I cannot guarantee you how many pitches it will take for a strikeout or a walk in this at-bat, but we at least agree that the count is 1-1. Yep. Takalo stares in, comes set, now steps off. Didn't want to get hit with another pitch clock violation. Yeah, the defense on that play was good, Rick. Takalo set now. 1-1 pitch on the way, misses high, ball 2. 2-1, that pitch missing at 84. Pickles would love to pick up at least 1 run this inning. Takalo set, working the Elks side of the rubber. 2-1 pitch on the way, high ball 3. That one at 83 miles an hour. Count goes to 3-1 on Lancaster. Dalton Mayshore on deck. Gonna have to update the bingo cards. Yep. Oh, delightful. I was just talking about those bingo cards with Alan earlier. 3-1 pitch, swung on and popped up. The ball went high, it didn't go far, and was unable to be snagged by DePaulo. Count goes to 3-2. Are you going to fly the drone tonight? Is that what you're doing? All right, we might have a drone tonight. That seems like a very state fair thing to do, doesn't it? Three and 2 the count on Lancaster. Mayshore due up next. Tackler comes set. 3-2 on the way again. Swung on that one, taken out towards center field. Giving chase, Ruben Cedillo over towards right field is able to make the play, tagging at second, heading to third, and getting there standing is Kyler Stancato. F8 the put out on Sage Lancaster.
Next up for your Pickles, number 1, Dalton Mayshore.
So runner on third, 2 down. Dalton Mayshore to the plate. Mayshore was hit by a pitch, reached on an error, and then advanced on a balk, because that's how tonight is going. First pitch over for a strike. Off-speed pitch at 67 miles an hour, 0-1. Twirls the bat around as Takalo comes set. 0-1 pitch on the way. Floats in for a strike. Another one at 67 miles an hour as the count goes to 0-2. Takalo set. 0-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. 69-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. Dalton Mayshore down on strikes. First strikeout for Eli Takalo, and that will do it for the Pickles here in the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Friends, we are through 5 full frames here at Walker Stadium. Your score, Bend Elks 5, Pickles 1.
Goes on comes with the experience of the refreshing twist, introducing Chair Razor IPA. Official Pickles beer brewed by Stormbrick Brewing.
Well, clearly you haven't gone crunch mode.
Crunch mode?
It's the feeling that you get
when you finish up a set.
Everyone working up a sweat. When you're hating your trainer, but love her when you're done.
Working out the meal, you know the one, yeah, that's Crunch Mode! Crunch Mode!
Join Crunch Fitness. Membership start at $9.99 a month.
Fitness.
Yovu Beer, classic American lager. Proud sponsor of the Portland Pickles. Locally owned and brewed in Portland, Oregon. Yovu Beer, classic American lager. It slaps. Yovu Beer, classic American lager. Proud sponsor of the Portland Pickles.
Alrighty, broadcast friends, welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for your Portland Pickles. That is number 42, Jesse Alfaro, takes over for Cade Reitzenstein, who goes an inning and a third. Kind of weird to have a pitch clock that nobody can see. Steve, you are not wrong, friend. First pitch missing inside, ball 1, Jake Hoskins, Hunter Komine, and Cody Watanabe for the Bend Elks. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on that one, taken out towards right field. Coming in and making the play is Zage Lancaster, L9, the putout on Hoskins. 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Friends, we should go ahead and probably check the West Coast League scores, shall we? Up in Cowlitz County, the Black Bears victorious over the Corvallis Knights by a score of 5-0. First pitch missing at 86, ball 1. In Walla Walla, the Sweets leading the Night Owls 5-4. That game in the top of the 8th inning. 1-0 pitch high at 90, ball 2. In Wenatchee, the Apple Sox lead the North Paws by a score of 1-0. That game in the bottom of the 8th inning. Alfaro set, 2-0 pitch. That one misses high at 89, ball 3. Bellingham Bells visiting the Ridgefield Raptors. Bells lead 4-2. That game in the bottom of the 9th inning. 3-0 pitch over the outer part of the plate at 89. Count goes to 3-1. Pippins were victorious over the Harbor Cats in Yakima Valley by a score of 5-1. 3-1 pitch misses away, ball 4. Hunter Komine reaching on a walk. Cody Watanabe now to the plate, 1 on, 1 down. And the Edmonton Riverhawks hosting the Kelowna Falcons. Falcons won that game 4-0. Alfaro glances over at first, comes set. Throws over to first base, diving back safely is Hunter. Alfaro comes set. First pitch of this at-bat, swung on and missed. Swung through an 84-mile-an-hour fastball. 0-1. Coming gets a lead over at first base. 0-1 pitch on the way. Runner goes, throws down to second base, and it bounces off the runner. Safe at second as the ball bounces into left field. So Kamine with a stolen base. Alfaro steps back on the rubber as Watanabe steps back in. Looks back at second, 0-1 pitch on the way, over for a strike. 89-mile-an-hour fastball, count goes to 1-2. Ruben Cedillo on deck. Alfaro comes set. Looks back at second, 1-2 pitch on the way. Misses at 79, ball 2. Y'all are brilliant. Way to keep the chat going, friends. I appreciate it. Look back towards second base. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on. Bouncer to the right side. Going to be fielded by Briseño over to first in time for 3. The put out on the play. Comine advancing to third. Runner on at third, 2 down for Ruben Cedillo. Cedillo, a former Portland Gherkin, Gary tells me. Played in the organization the same time as Mushkat was playing. Moose, our former music man. First pitch, the at-bat over for a strike, 0-1. Alfaro set. 0-1 on the way. Low one outside in the dirt. Nice stop again by Hiraki. 1-1 the count. Cedillo reached on a single, came around to score in the 5th, hit a sacrifice fly in the 3rd, and flew out to center in the 1st. 1-1 on the way. Swung on and missed. Offered it an 89-mile-an-hour pitch, came up empty. Alfaro ahead in the count, 1-2, stares in, comes set. Pitch on the way, low and outside, ball 2, 2-2. Alfaro shakes off Hiraki once. They agree on the second sign. 2-2 pitch now. Swung on and missed. Got him. Hiraki dropped the ball but made the tag. That is the first strikeout for Jesse Alfaro, and that'll do it for the Bend Elks here in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Fans, we are going to keep it right here for the Dylan versus Fan race. And you know what? I miss announcing this, so I'm going to talk through the whole thing this time. One of the simplest games here at Walker Stadium. Dylan and the Fan start out in right field, and they run all the way across the Warning track dirt all the way over to the bullpen out in left field, and Dylan has opened up a huge lead. He's past the batter's eye now. He's under the PGE banner. Dylan now under the Crunch Fitness banner. Passes the Atlas Pizza banner, slows up right before the Planned Parenthood banner, appears to be taunting our fan, and then slowly walks past the finish line for the W. Give Dylan the win. So Dylan wins again. We only keep track of the league races, and Dylan has only lost once this season. So congratulations to him. Eli Takalo out for another innings worth of work. It'll be Jesse Pierce, Jack Metcho, and Armando Briseño for your Pickles here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And I have a sneaking suspicion we might get the drone tonight.
Jesse Pierce.
Jesse Pierce to the plate for his 3rd trip. Flew out to left field his first time up, popped up to 2nd the last time at the plate. First pitch he sees here in the 6th, misses away at 67, ball 1. Wind and the 1-0 pitch on the way, over for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. 1-1 pitch on its way in, low and outside, ball 2, 2-1. We are aware that we do need to change the aperture on the center field camera. We are running a little short-staffed this evening, so we will get that taken care of as quickly as possible. 2-1 pitch missing inside, ball 3, 3-1. The Dilly Cam might be returning this evening. We shall see. 3-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one is ripped out to right field. Will Walker Stadium hold it? No, it won't! Leadoff home run for Jesse Pierce here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Touch 'em all, young friend. A leadoff home run here in the 6th inning. Well, Jake, maybe you're on to something there. Jack Metcho to the plate, walked in the 1st inning, popped out to center field his last time up. Pitch on the way, floats in for a strike at 67, 0-1. With the aperture on the center field cam, it was lagging again. Next pitch over for a strike, count goes to 0-2. It may have just been temporary. All right. 0-2 pitch on the way, in the dirt, ball 1. Debbie happy to raise furniture after that home run. Wind and the 1-2 on the way now, misses outside at 86. Went right over Ron the K-Man's head. Ron has 8 Ks hung up out there for your Pickles pitchers tonight. Takalo's 2-2 pitch, swung on, and a slow bouncer towards first base. It's going to be a race, and it is Ethan Thomas making the play. 3 unassisted. The put out on Metcho.
Now batting, number 10, Armando Briseño.
One away here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and your second baseman, Armando Briseño, to the plate. Armando with a walk and a strikeout. The walk netted him the RBI as Draven Nushida came in to score. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1-1. Rick teaching Ron, the key man, the finer points of baseball. Takalo with the John Cena "You Can't See Me" wind up. Pitch missing 2-1. James Holbert planning a road trip to come watch live July 28th through the 30th. Friend, you will not be disappointed. 2-1 pitch on the way, outside. Entertaining stop by DiPaolo there behind the plate. Count goes to 3-1. Takalo hiding his face before throwing the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up left side. Jake Hoskins going out. The shortstop able to make the play. P6 the put out on Briseño.
Next up, number 31, Kevin Ferguson.
1 in, 2 down for your Pickles. And that'll bring up first baseman Kevin Ferguson. First pitch Ferguson sees. Bends in for a strike, 0-1. 67 miles an hour on that curveball. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, and that one hit towards short. Hoskins has it. The throw over to first in time. 6-3 the put out on Ferguson, and that will do it for your Pickles here in the 6th inning. 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and nobody left. 2/3 of the way through this ball game, friends. Your score: Bend Elks 5, Portland Pickles 2.
Welcome to Stormbreaker Brewing, located off Mississippi Avenue in North Portland. Whether you're looking for something light, dark, hoppy, or not hoppy, we've got you covered. We've also got a full bar featuring seasonal handcrafted cocktails. Ooh. Complemented by an extensive menu with plenty of options to go. Come hang out by the fire pits for weekly trivia or book a private event. All ages are welcome, and don't forget to bring your dog.
What do you think, son? 8 or 9? For that, I'd use this. Manscaped, huh? Son, back in my day, ladies loved grass in the fairways.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not for down there. The beard hedge is for your face.
Oh, really?
The Beard Hedger features a rotary zoom wheel that provides 20 precision settings with just 1 guard.
Grip it and trim it, baby.
Introducing the Beard Hedger. Order today at manscaped.com.
Very important update from the merch tent. You know those sweet bomber jackets that the Pickles sell? They are back in stock, and what a great time to purchase them on an unexpected chilly July evening. Go get one. This would be the time. Be the envy of your friends and family.
Welcome back, friends. Some defensive changes for your Portland Pickles. That is 0-0 Buckshot. Josiah Shipley now out on the mound, taking over for Jesse Alfaro. And at shortstop, that will be Elijah Henning taking over for Jack Metcho. Mitch Miles checking into the chat. Glad to have you along. Thanks for joining us. Aaron also joining us. Glad to have you along. Were those knuckleballs? I don't know, honestly. That is a great question, though. Gary checking to make sure that it's still Zage Lancaster out in right field. It is definitely Stancato out in center. So Luca DiPaolo, Ethan Thomas, and Justin Cicada for the Elks here in the 7th. Pickles jumped out to a 1-0 lead. Surrendered 3 in the 3rd and have not led since then. They gave up 2 more in the 5th. Got one back in the 6th, though. First pitch this inning fouled off, 0-1. Well, Mitch, if you're somewhere near Portland, it is Pickles State Fair all weekend here, and you definitely should come check out the stadium. It is amazing. 0-1 pitch. Misses. Inside, ball 1. Tomorrow night's game, 7:05 p.m. start time. Sunday, 6:05. Both games against these Bend Elks. 1-1 pitch on the way. Over the outer part of the plate for a strike at 75. Count goes to 1-2 on DiPaolo. DiPaolo struck out twice, singled his last time up, came around to score. Shipley set, 1-2 on the way, swung on, popped foul right side. Count stays 1-2. DiPaolo steps back in. Shipley set at the belt. Again, 1-2, swung on, bouncer towards third. Nice job by Jesse Pierce. The throw over to first in time. 5-3 the put out on Luca DiPaolo. One away here in the 7th inning. Brings up Ethan Thomas. Thomas has walked 3 times in tonight's game. First pitch he sees at this at bat misses away at 90, 0-1. Shipley went out with the 1-0, outside ball 2. That one clocking in at 89. Henning playing just on the edge of the outfield grass at short, as is Briseño at second. 2-0 pitch. Outside ball 3. So Shipley falling behind on Thomas, 3-0. Suppose that's not surprising given Thomas has walked all 3 times he's been up tonight. 3-0 pitch on the way, low and outside, ball 4. So make that 4 times tonight. So 1 on, 1 out. That'll bring up left fielder Justin Cicada. Oh, you're in Oklahoma. Well, that would make a trip to Portland this weekend probably a little difficult if you hadn't planned that ahead of time. Pitch missing low and inside, ball 1. That's going to be enough to bring Blake Haraki out from behind the plate. Just Haraki and Shipley in the conversation as Shipley climbs back up on the hill. Blake returns to home plate. Cicada steps in as Haraki settles in behind the dish. 1-0 pitch on the way. I think that hit him. No, didn't hit him? All right. Okay, that was off of Haraki's glove. That's what made me think that he had been hit. On the wild pitch, Thomas to second base. 3 hours isn't too bad then. It's not a bad trip. 2-0 pitch on the way. In the dirt, ball 3. Fastball at 88, just a bit low. So Sakata heading the count 3-0. Ty Silva on deck. Shipley stares in. Comes set. Now with the 3-0 pitch. Over for a strike at 89. Count goes to 3-1. Ethan Thomas a lead out at second base. 3-1 on its way. Misses low and inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks surrendered by Shipley. Runners now on at first and second, 1 down, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Ty Silva. That will also bring pitching coach Brian Grant out of the dugout for a conversation. Nico Lozelle up and warming in the bullpen. Or excuse me, Eco Lozelle, the pinch hitter. My mistake. So number 19, Eco Roselle, pinch hitting for Ty Silva. First pitch over for a strike, 0-1 on Roselle. All right, Chris Miller giving us some lowdown on the 3-ball walk that was issued earlier this game. Look back towards second base, 0-1 pitch on the way, over for a strike. That one in at 88 miles an hour. Roselle behind in the count, 0-2. Shipley's 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, got him. Big strikeout for the second out of the inning. First strikeout for Josiah Shipley. It is strikeout number 9 overall for Portland Pickles pitchers as Ron gets ready to hang the K out in left field. Shipley now facing Avery Ortiz. Looks back at second. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count goes to 0-1. All right. Well, friends, I hope you were able to read all of the comments Chris Miller put into the chat. If not, I will surmise for you before we break at the end of this inning. 0-1 pitch on the way, outside, 1-1. Actually, I'm going to break it down for you real quick. So there's 120 seconds between innings for the pitcher to come out and warm up. The catcher took more time than necessary to rest before coming out. The ump said nothing to the pitcher or the catcher, but waited until the third ball on the first batter to say there was a ball called initially because of the delay. 1-1 pitch on the way. High ball 2, 2-1. Ortiz is walked, struck out, and lined out to center field. At the plate with 2 on, 2 outs here, top 7. 2-1 pitch on the way, fouled back. Count evens up at 2-2. Dylan T. Pickle walking down the first baseline, high-fiving fans along the way, now climbing into the 200 area of the stands. Walker Stadium coming to life at the behest of Joe Simons and Jeremiah Coughlin. Josiah Shipley comes set, 2-2 pitch on the way, outside ball 3. 3-2. Jeremiah waiting until Avery Ortiz stands back in to wait and make the Pickles fans make some noise. 3-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Josiah Shipley, and that will do it for the top of the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on. Fans, we are going to head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Your score, Bend 5, Portland 2.
Welcome to Stormbreaker Brewing, located off North Lombard in St. John's, Portland. We have plenty of space on the patio or up at the bar. We look forward to getting to know you over a delicious handcrafted cocktail or one of our rotating fresh pints. Whether you're looking for something light, dark, hoppy, or not hoppy, we've got you covered. Enjoy our extensive menu for both meat eaters and vegetarians with plenty of options to go. We love our pub in St. John's and meeting everyone that comes in. Hope to see you soon.
8.5?
Stronger.
9%?
Yes.
9.5% ABV!
Juice Force IPA. Live dangerously.
Cashel Duggar leading off here in the bottom of the 7th inning, taking over for Blake Hiraki. Okay, so this is just going to be the reporting of Cashel Duggar taking over for Blake Hiraki.
Shout out to our friends from Foster Outdoor, proud partner of the Pickles, hanging out in our hot corner suite area, just having a great time.
Orlando Abrams checking in. Glad to have you along, friend. JK dialing it in from Edmonton, Alberta. Always glad to have you along on the broadcast, friend. You know, during the singing of the 7th inning stretch here at Walker Stadium, it seemed as though Dylan T. Pickle was leading the singing, which doesn't make any sense. What do I know, though? First pitch. Darn near got a piece of Duggar, got out of the way. We'll say the pitch was slightly inside, 1-0. Now, Mom, don't go telling people that the drone is going to be up. We don't know that it's going to be up yet. We're hoping for it. My Madre very excited about the drone, as are a number of us here in the press box. Yet to make its 2023 season debut. Winding the 1-0 pitch on the way, over the outer part of the plate for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Stan Cotto on deck, 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2. I know, you said sounds like. We're patiently hoping. Wind and the 1-2 now. Over the inner part of the plate, called strike 3. Cashel Duggar down on strikes. Second strikeout for Eli Takalo. Jackson Waller pinch hitting for Kyler Stancato. So pinch hitter, and it looks like we've got Cooper Whitten on deck for the Pickles. Pitch over for a strike, 0-1 on Waller. Swung on and missed. Count goes to 0-2 on Waller. Organic Let's Go Pickles fan chant coming up from the fans down below. Pitch missing outside. Nice stop by DePaulo. Wind and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Jackson Waller down on strikes. Third strikeout now for Takalo. And that'll turn the lineup over for your Pickles. But it is not Draven Nushita. That is going to be Cooper Whitten at the plate. And should Cooper reach, Nathan Shin is on deck. So Whitten stands in for his first at-bat tonight. Offers up and misses 0-1. The Ottawa mascot is bilingual. That's amazing. Next pitch missing away. Count goes to 1-1. Pickles have just had a hard time getting anything sustained going against the Bend Elks pitchers tonight. 1-1 pitch floats in for a strike. It's 67 miles an hour. Count 1-2. Wind and the pitch on the way. Outside, ball 2. April H looking for some Rally Gator magic. The faceless Eli Takalo now with the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him. Strike 3, strikes out the side here in the 7th inning. And that'll do it for your Portland Pickles. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. To the 8th inning we go. Portland trails 5-2.
Save money on your transportation costs with TriMet's Reduced Fare Transit Card. If you meet income requirements, get your first month free while you enjoy unlimited rides on buses and trains. Learn more and apply today at trimet.org/save.
tired of beer that's just too bland? No problem! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, poppy, plus you can take it almost anywhere. So stop drinking boring beer and start living rangerously today.
All righty, baseball friends, welcome back. We have a host of defensive changes. Behind the plate now, that's going to be Cashel Duggar behind home plate. Jackson Waller taking over in left. Nihel Calderon taking over in center. Cooper Whitten taking over in right. And your new Pickles pitcher on the mound, number 25, Levi Kiuchi. Jake Hoskins, Hunter Komine, and Cody Watanabe to the plate for the Bend Elks here in the 8th inning. Getting late for Portland. Friends, I'm Mike Jex, working alongside Gary Crow, Ian Moe, Malachi, Lily, and Sam, along with many others. Also joined by Bend Elks broadcast announcer Blake Neiman in the booth, and probably will be the entirety of the weekend.
Folks, I think it's 2:05.
Meredith Henning checking in. Glad to have you along tonight. Welcome. Rick Imus has been spitting fire in the chat tonight. A number of great comments in the chat tonight. Bob Wisecarver with a nice zinger earlier. Hoskins steps in. His number rival out on the mound, both wearing 25. Kiuchi's wine, pitch on the way. High at 88, ball one. 1-0. Kiuchi comes set at the waist. Into his motion, 1-0 pitch. Swung on that one, taken into shallow right field. No, foul territory. Nice catch by Kevin Ferguson. Mark that down as 3P as the catch was made in foul territory. One down for the Elks here in the 8th. Lineup turns over. Hunter Komine to the plate. Hunter 1 for 3. Line and the pitch on the way. Misses in, ball one. Kiuchi lets that aside, then comes set at the waist. Into his motion, 1-0 on the way, over for a strike. That one clocking in at 89 miles an hour. Komine steps back in. One on its way, over the outer part of the plate for a strike at 87. 1-2. Jeremy, the over-under tonight was set at 3 hours and 2 minutes. The first pitch of tonight's ball game came at 7:14. So technically 10:16 p.m. is where the over-under mark is. Wind and the 1-2 on the way. Floats in for a strike. Got him looking, strike 3. Komine down on strikes for the second time this evening. First strikeout for Levi Kiuchi. Ron hanging number 12, no, number 11 out there, I believe. So Kiuchi now facing Watanabe. First pitch in the dirt, 1-0. Watanabe twirls the bat around, rested on his shoulders. 1-0 on the way, swung on, popped foul. Count evens up at 1-1. Cody 1 for 3, was hit by a pitch in the first. Singled in the third, advanced on an error, eventually came around to score. Levi's 1-1 pitch. Misses ball 2. Ball skitters away from Duggar behind home plate. Beautiful sunset here at Walker Stadium. Sky a light blue and pink out in left field. 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on, popped up, coming straight back. Over our heads, headed to the merge tent. Count evens up at 2-2. Be just our luck that foul ball would hit the tray of food that is to be delivered up here for everyone. New baseballs being requested and delivered to our home plate umpire. Two and two the count on Cody. He steps back in. Kiuchi's got his sign. Into the wind, 2-2 pitch on the way. Whoa, almost hit him. That one definitely got away from Kikuchi in high and tight. Count full on Watanabe. Wind and the pitch on the way. Got him looking, strike 3. Watanabe down on strikes, 12th strikeout for Portland Pickles pitchers, and that'll do it in the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. To the bottom of the 8th inning we go. Score still 5-2 Bend.
You don't go to a Pickles game because they play some generic version of baseball that you could see anywhere. So why buy a sofa like that? Check out Perch Furniture. We are hometown experts, wholly dedicated to getting you a great sofa. Perch Furniture is Portland born, West Coast built, and our sofas are adaptable in every dimension and detail. At social media, we're at Perch Furniture, perchfurniture.com, or available in our showroom. Go Pickles.
This is how you build a community of health and hope. With award-winning heart specialists, personalized women's care, a hospital 100 years in the making, and dozens of clinics that bring health and healing to your neighborhood, all strengthened by our partnership with OHSU. Adventist Health Portland, all the care you need, right where you need it.
All righty, friends, we are back for the bottom of the 8th inning. New pitcher for the Bend Elks. That is number 11, Simon Lemke. Takes over for Eli Takalo, who goes 3 innings. Chat looking for a rally. Jeff Austin needs a rally gator chant. Jake Moe just wants the straight out rally. Gary, you're being waved at by our umpire. All right. Just wanted to let you know, friend. So number 9, Nigel Calderon to the plate. Calderon taking over for Zage Lancaster. This will be Nigel's first at-bat tonight. Lemke's first pitch over for a strike. As there gets to be less and less ambient light at the stadium, those numbers on the backs of the Bend Elk jerseys blend in even more to the base color. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and rocketed foul on the right. Count goes to 0-2. Calderon steps back in. Lemke set. 0-2 pitch on the way. High ball one. One-two pitch on the way. Outside ball two. 2-2. Pickles faithful making noise here at Walker Stadium. Wind in the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, popped up right field. Will it stay in play? It will not. Out to the berm in right field. Still numerous folks here, so plenty of people giving chase for that free baseball. I don't know, friend. It's 9:43 right now. Wind of the 2-2 pitch on the way. Outside ball three. 3-2. Calderon's worked the count full now. He stands back in, swings the bat once. Lemke's 3-2, well outside, ball four. Lead-off walk for Nigel Calderon.
Next up for the Pickles, from Houston Christian University, number 33, Luke Bard.
Luke Bard now to the plate. Bard pinch hitting for Dalton Mayshore. Mags chewing through the bench tonight. First pitch Bard sees tonight, over for a strike at 85. 0-1. Lemke set, 0-1 now, fouled into the netting on the right. Count goes to 0-2.
Everyone here out there at the picnic tables, make some noise out there at the picnic tables.
Debbie requesting a home run. I don't feel like that is too much to ask for. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and spoiled, foul on the right again. Count stays 0-2. We're running out of time for the Dilly Drone. I don't know that we're going to get that in the air tonight, which is unfortunate. It was a beautiful sunset earlier, maybe tomorrow. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Snap throw down to first. Diving back safely is Calderon. Luke Bard down on strikes. First strikeout for Lemke.
Now batting, number 44, Jesse Pierce.
So Jesse Pierce to the plate. Speaking of home runs, he did that very thing his last time up, leading off the sixth. First pitch he sees, misses away, ball one. Takes a practice swing, now steps back in. 1-0 pitch on the way, misses high, ball 2. 2-0. Debbie getting a little more specific, home run Jesse. As we've learned, being specific is very important when talking to the baseball deities. Wide and the 2-0 pitch on the way, over for a strike. That one coming in at 85 miles an hour. Count goes to 2-1 on Jesse Pierce. Calderon getting a lead over at first. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Fouled it off, held on to by DePaulo. Count evens up at 2-2. Lemke set. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on, hit towards second, gobbled up Cody Watanabe, throw to first, not in time. Everybody's safe. Infield single for Jesse Pierce. That ball took a weird hop out at second base. Watanabe looked like he was primed to make the play, and then just a little bit of a silly bounce. Sometimes that's all it takes. So pitching coach Danny Sales out to have a conversation with Simon Lemke. Elijah Henning at the plate. Henning does represent the tying run in this ball game. Runners in first and second, one down here as we continue play in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Hey, section 205. Make some noise! All right, we need the rest of you. Now batting, number 42, Elijah Henning.
Elijah Henning to the plate, took over for Jack Metcho. Runners get their leads at first and second, respectively. Lemke looks back at second. Pitch on the way, low and inside at 73, ball 1. Again, Lemke set. Nigel playing with him out there on second base, faked going on the look back. Return to the bag, pitch over for a strike, 1-1. Look back towards second, 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, fouled back. Count goes to 1-2 on Henning. Alejandro Garza on deck. Walker Stadium faithful doing a great job at making some noise down below. Look back towards second base. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit through the hole on the left side. Hitting the bag at third and being waved home. Nigel Calderon as the throwback comes back into the infield. Give Elijah Henning an RBI single and raise those chairs. So that is Alejandro Garza, the pinch hitter, taking over for Armando Briseño. So the go-ahead run now at the plate for Portland. Pitch on the way, over for a strike. Pitch over at 83 miles an hour, 0-1. Well done, Debbie. Lemke's look back towards second, 0-1 on the way. Swung on, popped up, right side. Will it stay in play? In foul territory, it will. 3P, the put out on Garza.
Now batting for Portland, number 31, Kevin Ferguson.
So 2 away, tying runs aboard. Go ahead run at the plate in Kevin Ferguson. One of the few players that has not been subbed out tonight for the Pickles. First pitch of the at-bat, misses low and away, ball 1. Nice stop by DePaulo behind the plate. More and more sweatshirts and coats being brought out as the temperature drops. 1-0 pitch on the way, over for a strike. Count goes to 1-1. Lemke set, looks back at second, brings in the 1-1 pitch, away, ball 2, 2-1. Debbie specifically would like Kevin Ferguson to hit a home run. Tom Jones wants the runs brought in. Let's see what happens. Lemke looks back at second, 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled into the netting on the right. Count goes to 2-2. Portland's been known for some 2-out rallies this season, also been known for scoring late. Can they do it again tonight? Ferguson steps back in. Lemke has the sign he was looking for, comes set. Looks back to second twice, 2-2 pitch, outside, ball 3. High theater here in the bottom of the 8th inning at Walker Stadium. Wind in the 3-2 pitch, high, ball 4. Jesse Pierce moves down to third. Elijah heading down to second. Kevin Ferguson draws a 2-out walk. Bases are brined. And that is Cashel Duggar back to the plate. Duggar a chance to make himself a Pickles legend this year. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back. 0-1. Fans here at Walker Stadium making noise on their own. Duggar behind in the count, 0-1. Lemke steps off. Duggar struck out his last time up in the 7th. Jeremiah Coughlin playing the role of instigator down below as Lemke comes set. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back. Duggar quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Debbie just wants to see all of the Pickles get home safely, and I don't blame her. Lemke stares in. As the sign comes set, 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off. Defensive swing by Cashel there, good enough to foul it off. Still alive in the at-bat behind in the count, 0-2. Jesse Pierce at third, Elijah Henning at second, Kevin Ferguson at first. Pickles looking for any kind of base hit right here. Wind in the 0-2 pitch on the way. Got him looking on the inner part of the plate at 86 miles an hour. Cashel Duggar strikes out, and that will end the 8th inning. Portland does get 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and 3 runners left on. Friends, we are headed to the 9th inning here at Walker Stadium. Your score, Bend 5, Portland 3.
Some play for the thrill, others the fortune. But the true legends, they play for the free drinks. Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. Live rangerously.
Well, baseball friends, that inning may not have turned out exactly as you liked, but you can't say that you haven't been entertained. Numbers across the board so far this ball game as we go into the 9th inning. For the visiting Bend Elks, 5 runs on 4 base hits and 1 error for your hometown Portland Pickles. 3 runs on 4 base hits and 2 errors. Defensive change, that's Alejandro Garza now out playing second base. The only 2 people out on the field that started this ball game, Kevin Ferguson over at first and Jesse Pierce at third base. Levi Kiuchi out for another inning worth of work. It has gotten chilly enough here that Crow has busted out the stocking cap in the booth, and I don't feel like that's an exaggeration. First pitch, inning 9, missing at 87, 1-0. Kiuchi into his wind, 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1-1. Let's go run through the West Coast League scores real quick. As I told you earlier, Cowlitz victorious over Corvallis by a score of 5-0. Wenatchee Apple Sox and Kamloops North Paws tied at 5. That game in the bottom of the 10th. Everything else is final. Raptors beating the Bells 5-4. Sweets losing to the Nine Owls 8-5. Yakima Valley Pippins beating the Harbor Cats 5-1. And the Kelowna Falcons beating the Riverhawks 4-0. Kiuchi set, 1-1 on the way, over for a strike. 77 miles an hour. Count goes to 1-2. Levi's 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, got him, strike 3. Ruben Cedillo down on strikes. 1 a.m. and Tom is hanging in. Well done. Ron hanging strikeout number 13 out in left field. Kiuchi comes set. Pitch on the way. Misses, low ball 1. The wave has infiltrated Walker Stadium once again. Wide in the 1-0 pitch now. Check swing, doesn't matter, over for a strike. I love the fact that those were our fans and not part of our game ops team. That's amazing. Wide in the 1-1 pitch on the way. Low and outside, ball 2. 2-1. DePaulo 1 for 4. Singled in the 5th, came around to score, struck out twice, bounced out to 3rd. Kiuchi's now with the 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Count evens up at 2-2. Ethan Thomas on deck for the Elks. Kiuchi shakes off Duggar once, now comes set. Into his motion now, 2-2 on the way, and the dirt ball 3. Count goes full on DePaulo. For your Pickles in the 9th inning, Jackson Waller, Cooper Whitten, and Nigel Calderon. 3-2 pitch on the way. Misses, ball 4. DePaulo draws a 1-out walk. Ethan Thomas now to the plate. DePaulo a 2-step lead over at first. Enough to draw a look from Kiuchi, who comes set. Pitch on the way, floats in for a strike, 0-1. Dylan bringing the rally gator to the home plate area for the bottom of the 9th inning. Throw over to first, back safely. Count still at 1-1. Kiuchi's 0-1 on the way, check swing. Went around, count goes 0-2. Duggar checking in with Dan Roberts, the infield umpire, who said he went. Thomas behind in the count, 0-2. Kiuchi's 0-2 on the way. Outside at 76. Pickles faithful did not like that call. Kiuchi has his sign, come set. Throw over to first base, diving back safely is DePaulo. Kiuchi set. Wide in the 1-2 now. Check swing. Doesn't matter. Called strike 3. Ethan Thomas down on strikes for strikeout number 14 overall. That is strikeout number 4 for Levi Kiuchi. Tom is a trooper, and I appreciate him. I appreciate all of you hanging out in the chat with us again this evening. Tomorrow night's game, 7:05 start time. Sunday at 6:05. Another throw over to first as DePaulo dives back. Kiuchi set at the belt. First pitch of the at-bat, inside at 87. 1-0. DePaulo gets his lead over at first, about a 1.5 lead. One 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1-1. I appreciate that, Tom. It is fun baseball here. Nothing quite like it. You can hear the fans here at Walker Stadium with their own Let's Go Pickles chant. Runner goes, no, does not. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2. DePaulo had me faked out up here. I thought he was headed towards second. Got better of it and retreated. Count now 1-2 on Justin Sakata. Fans standing down below us. Oh, I thought he had DePaulo there, just getting back safely. Nice move over by Kiuchi. DePaulo the lead at first. 1-2 from Kiuchi. High. Ball 2. Dylan practicing making noise down the first baseline, readying himself for the bottom of the 9th inning. Kiuchi has the sign he's looking for. Another throw over to first base. DePaulo back in. And now Joe Simon's hyping up the crowd down below. Walker Stadium faithful obliging. 2-2 pitch on the way. Missed inside, ball 3. 3-2 the count. Kiuchi's 3-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him. Strikeout number 15 for Pickles. Pitchers number 5 for Levi Kiuchi. And that'll do it for the Elks here in the 9th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Friends, it's rally time. To the bottom of the 9th inning we go. Your Pickles need 2 to tie, 3 to win. 5-3 Bend.
Hey, don't judge me. I'm waiting to run my dishwasher and get my laundry done after this peak time event is over. You know, those times when you get rewarded for shifting your energy use away from the times when energy use is high or prices are expensive. And when we all just shift a little, it helps bring more sustainable resources into the mix. So relax. Learn more about shifting energy today at portlandgeneral.com/shift.
All righty, friends. You're getting a view of Dylan, who was absolutely working it down there during the break between the top and bottom of the 9th inning. Rally, Gator, and Dylan in place. Pickles find themselves down 2. Your numbers across the board for the Bend Elks: 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. For your Pickles, 3 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. Jackson Waller, Cooper Whitten, Nigel Calderon due up for your Pickles here in the 9th. Skyler living for the umpire police behind home plate. I don't blame you. Those folks were entertaining. Be interesting to see what they'll be like here in the bottom of the 9th inning. First pitch to Waller, over for a strike, 0-1. Tom Jones looking for rally time. Bob Wisecarver, let's go. Pickles indeed, friend. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on, hit to the left side, slow roller, fielded by Ortiz throw over to first in time. 5-3 the put out on Jackson Waller.
Now back for Portland. Number 4, Cooper Whitten.
Nobody on, one down for Cooper Whitten. It is getting loud here in Walker Stadium. First pitch to Coop, over for a strike, 0-1.
Let's go, Pickles!
0-1 pitch on the way, fouled off, almost in the Bend Elks dugout. Whitten behind in the count, 0-2. It would be on brand for the Pickles to not. 0-2 pitch on the way, high ball 1-2. Really would not be surprising if the Pickles pulled off another 2-out rally. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, and that is what it's gonna have to be. Cooper Whitten down on strikes for the second time tonight. I believe that is strikeout number 9 for Bend Elks pitchers. That means with 2 down, Nigel Calderon. Last hope for the Pickles here in the 9th inning. Lemke comes set. First pitch to Calderon, over for a strike at 81 miles an hour, 0-1. Got some fans on the third base line that were very displeased with that call. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back. Count goes to 0-2 on Calderon. Calderon down to the final strike. 0-2 pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. High theater here at Walker Stadium. Game 1 of this 3-game set with the Bend Elks. Lemke comes set. 1-2 pitch on the way. High ball 2. Win, lose, or draw, an amazing baseball game on a beautiful evening here in the Lents neighborhood of Portland, Oregon. Pickles still looking to rally. 2-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off. That one definitely right above the Elks dugout into the netting. Lemke walks off the side of the bump, now climbs back on. Calderon steps back in, taps home plate, takes a practice swing. Lemke set with that staggered stance. 2-2 pitch on the way. High and inside, ball 3. Should Calderon get aboard, that'll bring up Luke Bard. 3-2, 2 outs. Calderon battled back in this count to drive it full. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Got him. Calderon down on strike, strikeout number 10 for Bend Elks pitchers, and that, friends, will do it for the ball game. 10-15, the end of the game. The under wins by a minute. Friends, we will be back here for Game 2 of tomorrow night's series. Broadcast will get going right around 7 o'clock. First pitch right around 7:15-ish. Game 3 will be on Sunday. Broadcast up at 6 o'clock, 6:15-ish first pitch. Until tomorrow night, friends, take care of yourselves and go Pickles. We'll be back here tomorrow evening.
ride the lawnmower or whatever tomorrow.
Able to have a phenomenal outing from their pitchers.
Poke a lot of the